Good morning. I would like to begin this practice today with a karakia in acknowledgement of the native culture of Aotearoa. Whakataka te hau ki te uru. Whakataka te hau ki te tonga. Kia mā kina kina ki uta. Kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi ake ana te ata kura. He tio, he huka, he hauhu, ti he Māori ora. So we're going to begin our practice today in a seated position with your legs crossed. And we're going to start by just creating some circles, feeling your sit bones, and circling around your sit bones one way and then going the other way. And then coming back to a neutral position, we're going to lift the hands up with a big inhale and then twist. Left hand comes behind the right knee and the gaze shift towards the right shoulder. Deep inhale, deep exhale here, elongating through the spine. Maybe twisting a little further on your exhale and then coming back to center. And we're going to do the other side. Inhale, hands come up. And exhale, twist. Right hand comes behind the left knee and the gaze towards the left shoulder. A few breaths here. And coming back to center. Opening the arms really wide, and when you open your arms wide like that, press your shoulder blades towards each other to push the chest through the shoulders. Deep inhale and exhale, hug it out, rounding the spine, tilting the tailbone under, maybe chin to chest. And a few times like that, open wide and exhale, round. Open wide and exhale. Open wide and exhale. Now you're going to press your hands behind you on the ground with your fingertips facing towards your butt cheeks, and you're going to press into the ground to lift the hips off and down and up and down. Remember to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'll just shake the sand off my hands. And we're going to do a little bit of wrist mobility because we'll be on our wrists quite a bit today. So turning the hands. So here I start with my palms facing me, then my hands go down, palms face away, and then my hands turn to the sides, and then again. And then you can do it the other way as well. Turning to the outside and then turning to the inside. And then we're going to flick our fingers like we're sprinkling some water. And then we're going to move into our cat and cow. So coming into all fours on your mat. So from your cat and cow, you're going to arch the back with your tailbone tilting towards the sky. Your shoulder blades come together to touch, or the intention of them to touch. You're pressing your hands and knees into the floor, looking up, and then rounding through the spine. Chin comes in, belly button in. Remember to breathe. And round, pushing your shoulder blades away from each other as you round through the spine, chin in. And a few more times. Maybe creating some circles this time, one way and the other. Now we're going to open the knees mat width distance apart and sit on our heels. And then pressing your knees into the floor, you're going to come up onto all fours to round the back. And when your shoulders come just over your wrists, you're going to arch again through the spine to then come back and sit down, creating a wave with your spine. This is great mobility for your spine, but also for your hips, and I guess your shoulders a little bit as well. Remember, this is your practice, your breath. Stay connected to your body, stay connected to your breath, and notice what's happening in your body as you move through those waves. We'll do one more. Now bringing your knees back under your hips. Here you have the option to stay on all fours. If you would like to challenge yourself a little bit more, feel free to come on into downward facing dog. I will demonstrate on all fours. So you're going to lift your knee up and you're going to create some big circles with your right knee. We're going to go one way. We're warming up the hips here, really big circles. We're going for 5 and we've already done 4. Well, I have. And one more big circle. Then we're going to go the other way. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to extend your right foot towards the back of your mat. And you're going to lift the leg, and again, feel free to try this on downward facing dog if you would like a challenge. And you're going to open, remaining straight with the leg. You're going to open and come and touch as close to the top of your mat as you can for 1. Bring it back. 2. 3. 4. And 5, this time you're going to come and bring your foot at the front of the mat. So if this doesn't happen in one go, take your time. And then you're going to pivot your back foot towards the right, your left foot towards the right. So you should be with your knee aligned, your left knee aligned with your right heel, and your left foot facing the right side of your mat. And here we're going to pulse, leaning in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold all the way down as low as you can for 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7. Tune into your body. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back out. And we're going to return in all fours. Once you get there, we're going to go and do the same thing on the other side. So lifting the left knee off the ground this time, starting with 5 big circles one way. And then turning the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then extending the left foot towards the back of the mat, lifting the leg up and pivoting the foot to come and reach and tap as close to the top as you can for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this time leaving the foot at the front of the mat. Got a bit of sand. Flipping the back foot so that your right ankle is towards the left of the mat, and maybe coming to align your front heel with your back knee. And we're going to pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out and bringing your front foot next to the back foot, and we're going to come in our first downward facing dog. So tucking the toes under, pushing the hips up, and we're going to take a few breaths here in our first downward facing dog. So you're broadening through the shoulders here, imagining that you're rolling your shoulders towards the outside to wrap your head and your neck almost. So pushing, wrapping over. And here you feel free to keep a bend in the knees and walk the heels maybe. We're going to stay for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the right foot off the mat to reach towards the sky. Really reaching as high as you can with your right foot here. To then bend the right knee. Bring it inside your chest, pushing as much as you can through your hands, pushing, and then dropping the right foot wherever it lands in front of you. Come up to standing, bring the back foot next to the front foot, and sit down in your chair. Here, imagine that you're really leaning back to sit into a chair and hold it as low as you can with your arms along your ears. And we're going to stay here. Breathe deeply for 10, 9, Really push in those glutes. Your glutes are your seat here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come up to standing. Maybe walk your right foot a little bit further up and step your left foot back. Here, your back foot is parallel to the back edges of your mat, the back edge of your mat. And you're going to lean, bending the front knee. Take your time to adjust yourself in this shape until it feels comfortable. And then we're going to open the arms to either side, parallel to the ground, pressing the right heel into the ground, pressing the inside edge of the foot into the ground, and reversing the warrior. So you're going to sweep your front arm, your right arm, back, and reach, 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 and you should feel it in the side of your body here. And then reaching that right hand as far as you can in the left while remaining the front leg bent. You're going to stretch all the right edges of your body here. And then coming back up. And this time reaching the right hand along the right leg until it comes as far as you can. And you're going to then press your right arm into the left knee. And you should feel an activation in your glutes here. And then once this is activated, you're going to reach your left arm overhead along your ear. And we're going to hold here for 5, pressing that leg into your arm. 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming out. Now, with one big bounce, you're going to bring your back foot to the front of the mat, sitting into your yogi squat. So this can be really challenging if you're not used to sitting in the yogi squat. You can use your hands to support you and just go as low as you can. And when you find your maximum, we're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down, hands come to the mat. Inhale, look up. And exhale, you're going to walk back into your downward facing dog. We're going to repeat this on the other side. Inhale, left foot comes up. Reach, 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 reach your left foot to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. And then knee to chest, pushing through your hands. Push, 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 knee to chest. And then put your left foot, wherever it lands, in the front of your mat. And then you're just going to bring your right foot next to your left foot. And we're going to sit here for a quicker 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Walk the right foot back. Take your time to arrive in your warrior 2 here. Right foot parallel to the back edge. Front leg bent. Opening the arms parallel to the ground. Stretching the hands in opposite direction. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Pushing, grounding the feet into the sand, into the floor. And then you're going to swoop your left arm up and over and reach it towards the back of your mat. Now reach it, reach it, reach it as you bend the front leg, feeling the stretch, deep stretch in the side of your body. And coming up to stand and pivoting the other way. So left arm glides along the left foot, and then you're pressing your left knee into the left elbow. Press, press, press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Bring this back leg next to the front, and we're going to sit in our yogi squat one more time. When you arrive here, we'll stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Come to standing. Inhale, hands up to the ceiling, the sky. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, walk back to your downward facing dog. Let's keep going. Inhale, right foot comes up. Knee to chest. Push, push through the hands. Put the right foot wherever it lands. Bring your left foot next to your right foot here. Reach up into your chair. Now we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Step the left foot back, parallel to the back edge of the mat. About 1 leg distance between your 2 feet. Hips parallel to the long edge. You're going to reach your hand, reach it, as you tuck the front hip in, naughty hip here on the left. Reach, and then eventually bring your hand onto your right leg. If you have a block here, feel free to use it. And then the left hand is going to extend towards the sky. If you want to challenge yourself, you can try and gaze to your left hand. It will challenge your balance. I'm going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return. Now, this is a bit of a tricky transition. You're going to anchor your foot into the ground, the right foot into the ground, the front foot, and you're going to come up, and your left leg is going to wrap around your right leg. Take your time. If you fall off, take the time to come back in. Your right hand is going to come under, right arm under the left and wrapping around here. We're going to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And untangle. Reach the hands up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. And we're going to keep going straight away with the left foot coming up to the sky. Reach the left foot up, knee to chest, pushing through the hands to tuck the knee as close to the chest as you can. Left foot comes down, right foot meets the left foot. Hands up into your chair and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Should feel the glutes firing here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up to standing. Stepping the right foot back, right foot parallel to the back edge, front leg straight, extending your arms to either side of the mat, and then reaching the left hand forward. Reach, naughty hip in the back. Reach until you can place your hand either on a block or on your leg. Remember to keep your kneecap engaged here. Reaching the right hand to the sky and maybe challenging your balance by shifting your gaze towards the sky, towards your hand. We're going to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Here, anchoring your strength and your balance into your front foot to shift, bringing the back foot up, over, around, into your twist. Wow. And then this time we're going to have the left arm, right arm under. And sitting as low as you can, reaching those hands as high as you can, feeling the stretch both in the shoulder and the strength in the hip. We're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untwist. Come to standing. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down, hands to the floor. Inhale, look up. And exhale, walk back into your downward facing dog. We're going to go through our first chaturanga of the day. So you're going to roll the hips, roll one vertebrae at a time to bring yourself all the way into a plank with your shoulders over your wrists. From here, you're going to lower and lower as slowly as you can. So bending the elbows, tight core for 5, 4, feel free to bring the knees to the ground if you need. 3, 2, 1. And then chest comes through, upward facing dog. Back into your downward facing dog. Right foot comes up to the sky. Reach that right foot. Knee to chest, round the spine, make some room in your chest for that knee. Right foot comes to the floor. And here we're going to transition straight into our warrior 3, lifting the left foot off the ground and balancing here for 5, 4, anchoring that right leg into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and pivoting all the way to standing. Try to preserve your balance here, which means keeping your left foot off the ground if you can. If you touch the ground, that's fine. Just return. And then you're going to bring your left ankle on top of your right knee and sit down in a figure 4 chair. Breathing deeply here. Feel free to use a wall if you need to. If you fall out of balance, that's all good. Just come back. We're going to stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up to standing, we're going to preserve the balance again here. The left foot is not touching the ground. And you're going to either bring your left foot inside your right leg. And if this is enough, just stay here. If you would like more of a challenge, you're going to keep your knee up as high as you can, engaging the right glute. And if you would like even more of a challenge, extend the leg. You should really feel it in your glute here, firing up, core tight. We're going to hold whichever place you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the leg go. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, and exhale, walk back into your downward facing dog. Left foot comes up. Reach the left foot as high as you can. And left knee to chest. Push through the hands. Lift the knee as high as you can. Drop the left foot down. Pivoting straight into our warrior 3, really anchoring that foot into the ground using the 4 corners of the feet to press into the floor. We're going to lift off. Balance here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge yourself. Try to keep that right foot off the ground as you come up to standing. Bringing that right ankle over the left knee and sitting back in your figure 4 chair. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up to standing. Keeping the balance, bringing the right foot into the left leg. Or second option, knee up, engaging the glute. Third option, extending the leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, walk back. We're going to go through our chaturanga one more time. So rolling your hips over to kind of roll the spine into your plank. We'll try this one more time. Starting from your downward facing dog. Really pushing through the toes to initiate a wave-like motion that is going to roll your spine until your shoulders are over your wrists. When your shoulders are over your wrist, you can lower the hips down toward the mat, but making sure that your core remains really, really engaged here. Bending through the elbows and lowering down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Upward facing dog. Pressing the feet into the ground here, engaging the glutes, pushing the chest through the shoulders, and then back into your downward facing dog. Right foot comes up. Reach, 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 reach the right foot as high as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And then knee to chest. This time, can you try? Sometimes you need to come up on your fingertips or use a block here to have more room. If you come on your fingertips, it gives you more space to bring your foot as far forward as you can. If this is a bit hard, that's all good. You can always kneel and just bring your foot in. However way you have arrived here, we're going to lean forward into our low lunge. So take your time to adjust yourself here. Your hips should stay kind of in line, parallel to the front edge of the mat, roughly, but we're not machines. So avoiding angles like this in the hips. We want to try and keep the hips nice and square. Sometimes that means actively bringing the right leg in, tucking it in as you push the left glute towards the front. Here, letting your pelvis come closer to the mat as you remain engaged in your left glute. We're going to stay in this low lunge for 10. Breathing deeply. Deep inhale, deep exhale. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then your left hand is going to come on the inside of your right foot. And you're going to reach the right hand in a big half circle towards the back of your mat. When you're here, you can either just keep reaching, or try and bring your foot to your hand. Bring the foot. If your hand can grab the foot, great. If not, that's also all good. You just keep reaching for it. If you can grab hold of the foot here, you're going to press the foot into the hand to try and pull the shoulder away towards the back of the mat. So pushing the foot into the hand, and then bringing the heel to your glute. We're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting go of the back foot. You're going to heel toe your right foot until it's right on the edge of your mat. And just staying here in our lizard, you're going to actively open your right knee towards the edge to try and bring your hips closer to the ground. Now this might be a very slight motion at first, and that's okay. And we're just going to breathe and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the back toes under to lift the leg off of the floor, and with a bit of a bounce, we're going to bring the back foot, the left foot, to the front of the mat into our yogi squat again. You can use your hands here to lower yourself and stay as low as you can, or if it feels comfortable, pressing your elbows into your knees to open your legs wide. You're going to sit lower, sit down, and we're just staying here for a couple breaths. Come up to standing, reaching your hands up to the sky with a big inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, and exhale back into your downward facing dog. We're going to do the same on the other side. So left foot reaches towards the sky, reach, 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 knee to chest, push, bring your left foot as close to your hands as you can, in between your hands, and lowering the right knee to the ground. Untuck the toes, come up, hips are square, hands on your knee, and just resting here. It's an active kind of rest. Your right glute is engaged, making sure that your pelvis and your hips remain square here. There's almost an action of the core that is pulling your hip, almost trying to tuck your tailbone under as you allow gravity to kind of pull you towards the floor. So staying engaged here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. Right hand comes on the inside of the left foot. Draw a big circle with the left hand until it reaches towards the back of the mat. Reach that hand, reach it, lift the foot up, reach, reach, reach. If you can grab it, grab hold of it, and then push the foot into the hand. Push, 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 push. And then bring the heel to the glute. We're staying here for 5. Actually, I can't remember how many seconds we were doing there, but we'll do 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the foot. Heel toe your left knee to the edge of your mat, pushing the knee away to the outside to really open up the hip here, and then lower your pelvis towards the mat. very engaged, you're also pressing your leg, your right leg, into the mat to try and really intently direct your pelvis towards the floor. We'll stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go, tucking the back toes under to create a bit of a bounce effect and bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Yogi squat. My right hips get a bit blocked sometimes when I get in my yogi squat, so I have to kind of move myself into it. We're just staying here for a couple breaths. And come up to standing. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. We're coming to the end of our practice now, but there's still a few more little stretches of the hips that I'd like to include. So reaching the right foot up to the sky. Reach, 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 reach. And then right knee in the chest, pushing here until you can bring your right shin to the mat. So this can be a really tricky shape to get in from down dog, so feel free, if this is too difficult, to just pause and take a minute to come into the shape. Here you can either have your right foot and right shin parallel to the top of the mat, but this is very hard on the hip. So if this is too much, too intense, and some hips don't actually allow you to do that, you want to bring your right foot in closer towards your left hip. Pointing the foot here and settling into your pigeon pose. Engaging the left glute, pressing the left leg into the ground, using your hands to press your chest up. We're only going to stay here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just lifting, tucking the left toes under, just to lift and bring your right leg back. And then left foot to the sky, reach, reach, reach. And bringing the leg to the front of the mat. And left ankle next to right wrist. And left knee next to left wrist. Here, remember, having your foot closer to the hip will be a bit easier. Pressing the right foot, right leg into the floor. Engaging the right glute. And coming onto your hands to really lift the chest up. We're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just bringing the left foot next to the right. We're going to come into our frog here. So, opening your knees wide, like so. You're going to come onto your forearm. You want to make sure here that your knees and ankles are in line with each other. And you're going to bounce your hips back towards your heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then staying here. You can come all the way to the floor if you need for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of frog can be a bit tricky. I recommend just coming all the way forward, lying flat on your belly, and then pushing yourself out. I've just got to shake a bit of the sand off me so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay, we're going to finish this practice on our backs. Right ankle comes over left knee, grabbing hold of the left knee, pressing the left knee in towards your chest in order to accentuate the stretch in the right hip, right glute. You can also press that right knee away from you. And we're just going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then swap left ankle onto right knee, bringing the right knee to the chest. Opening the left knee away as you bring your right knee closer to your chest. You should really feel it in your left hip here, left glute. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing everything. Give yourself one last big squeeze and extending everything into your final Shavasana. I'd like to offer meditation for your final Shavasana, so I will sit, but please feel free to stay lying down for our final body scan and meditation. Take a moment to notice how your body is feeling after this practice. The hips is an area that holds a lot of emotions, a lot of tension, and we spend a lot of time trying to open up and loosen up that area. And connecting to your breath, notice how it's making your belly rise and fall. Gently bringing your awareness to your feet. If you're still laying in Shavasana, can you notice which part of your foot is touching the ground? Which way is gravity pulling your feet towards the floor? Can you notice the space beneath your ankles, beneath your knees? How are your hips resting on the floor? Is there a gap between your lower back and the floor? Noticing the natural movement of your breath in your body. Bringing your awareness to your neck, to your shoulders, to the back of your skull, the space between your eyes, relaxing the jaw. And in this place, I'd like to offer a reflection on the term letting go. The term letting go implies that we may be holding on to something. But is this a bad thing? Our attachments often reflect important parts of our story. Letting go is not about dismissing or erasing these parts, but about transforming how they influence our present and future. Imagine that you are at a crossroads between everything that you were and everything that you are becoming. The potential of all past and future versions of ourselves exist in our field and always will. So yes, we are holding on, because that is the information that makes us us. The real question is not so much what we are holding on to, but how. Letting go isn't brushing the past under the rug, but consciously transforming our emotional ties to it. I hope that through this practice, you can find the tools that you need to support yourself, be present to yourself in a way that is nurturing, challenging, gracefully confronting, so that you can be everything that you need to become whoever you want to become. And feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you want. I will end our practice here. Thank you for sharing this breath and this practice with me today. Namaste.